Windbound is all about Boat and the silent protagonist, Kara, who's trying to find her way back home. Heavily influenced by Breath of the Wild, Windbound is a 5-chapter story about exploring the ruins of an ancient civilization while trying to keep herself fed and improving her boat. You must travel these forbidden islands and find not just the means to survive, but the clues as to what is really going on and what might be your true way home. Like many survival games, Windbound is procedurally generated, which means you never know when or if you'll find your next meal. Windbound is meant to be a deep and emotional survival experience as you help Kara on her journey. Her future is very much in your hands, so lead her the right way home.
EDA has now rebooted in emergency mode with one directive.
The two Subnautica titles are definitely fun twists on the survival genre as a whole. Because in the original title and Below Zero, you'll find yourself stranded on an alien world. But more key to this genre, you're going to be submerged underneath the waves of this world. That means that all you do, more or less, will be underwater. You'll need to build yourself a home via the wreckage and materials you find. You'll need to explore the alien world to see what it has to offer. But also, you'll have to fight off the monsters of the deep. Both games are a challenge, but if you're ready to embrace the deep, you might just find a fun challenge. Darkwood puts you in a wooden scenario, one where the time of day will determine your activities and what you need to do in order to live. In the day, you'll go through the woods and do your best to find the materials you need to build things in order to survive in this sinister place. Then, at night, the monsters come out to play. You'll need to fight them off by finding shelter and using what you have to beat them back until the morning comes. There's not just monsters out there though. Explore, learn about where you are, and above all else, survive. If you like survival games brutally, then the Flame in the Flood game is for you. In the Flame in the Flood, you play as a girl and her dog who are descending a river and must survive all the stops they make along the way. At each stop you make, you'll need to seek resources, craft tools to help you along your way, heal any illnesses you may have caught, and more. But be warned, not everything is friendly there and you have to fight as best you can and avoid dangers. Forager is a game inspired by many different titles, and it shows that by giving you a variety of ways to go and play the game, you'll be a character with a wide open world for you to go and explore. But how you choose to go and partake in that world will define the story you write. You can choose to be a farmer and just grow your land and crops, being content with a simple life. You can be an explorer, seek out various things about the world and see what's out there. You can be a merchant and get rich by selling and trading. It's all up to you. Distrust is meant to not just be a survival game, but a horror title in certain aspects. You'll play as a team of researchers who have crash-landed in the Arctic. Their only hope is to make survival possible within an abandoned research station. That alone would be hard enough, but they aren't alone out there in the cold and the dark. Every time they sleep, a force comes and drains the life out of them. But they can't stay awake forever as that'll ensure they don't survive. Figure out how to live long enough to get out of there in Distrust and whether surviving is possible at all. Breathedge is a survival game that is both dark and funny. In the game, you are a human who goes into space to spread his grandfather's ashes. But something goes wrong and now he's stuck in space with a bunch of corpses and must try to survive. You will have to search for food in the vacuum of space and gather the materials needed to expand everything. There's also a car you can drive through space, a global conspiracy to unravel, and possibly a princess to save. You will just have to play and learn.
Hey, sleepyhead. Finally up?
You left already?
There are few places more dangerous in our world right now than the Amazon rainforest. Yet, that is where you find yourself in the game Green Hell. You are thrown deep within the jungle, and with only your radio to guide you, you must make it out of there in one piece. Which is anything but a guarantee. You will need to not only protect yourself, but make sure you are healthy physically and mentally, as both will be affected by the rainforest. Green Hell's twist on the survival genre is that, alongside your health and energy levels, which can be influenced by how well you sleep, plus whether or not that weird fruit you ate was a bad idea. And surviving isn't just about not dying, because you're also in this unfriendly jungle to try to track down your missing wife, Mia, who's probably going through a similar.
You think I was worth it?
Jake, please. Please answer me.
If you're looking to survive on an ever-changing island, then the Survivalists is the one for you. Because on this game, you'll find yourself on an island that is teeming with life and mystery and wonder, and you have to survive it all. As the days pass, the island will change. You'll need to hunt for resources, hunt the animals that are there if you are so inclined, and try to make a life for yourself there. But you won't have to do it alone if you don't want to. Join in with friends, or come and have them help out with your own journey. Whatever it takes to survive. Minecraft fairly popular in the gaming world, with millions of players worldwide despite being over 10 years old. Minecraft's survival mode pits players against various obstacles and enemies, and although it's not quite as unforgiving as other survival games, you'll never forget the first time you fall into lava with all your diamond gear. Your main sources of frustration, of course, are the mobs, from the exploding creepers to the bow and arrow-wielding skeletons who'll snipe you from a mile away. Early on in the game, you'll be better off just building a dirt house and hiding until daytime, when all the monsters catch on fire. If you like Minecraft but have run out of blocks, Terraria would be a good alternative. Many attempts have been made to recreate the success of the original Cubic game, and Terraria is the one who managed to decode it by creating something inspired by Minecraft but different from Minecraft. The main difference is that it is 2D, so you no longer have to deal with annoying corners. Terraria has disappointed some Switch owners, however, as its price is significantly higher on Switch than on PC, and is limited to co-op 2-player split screen only, which was added in September 2020. If you don't mind these limitations though, Terraria is an engaging, storyless survival game with an emphasis on crafting and building. Death Road to Canada is a game that prides itself on not taking itself too seriously as you barrel through a world full of zombies and really weird people. You'll make your own character and then take the wheel of a car full of not the best people and then hit the road to see what hits back. You'll go from city to city and figure out what to do, how to live, and if you can live at all with all the zombies attacking you. The game is meant to be played over and over again, as the randomly generated world will keep giving you new places to go, new stories to unravel, and more insane ways to survive and have fun. If you needed proof that survival games can be truly intense experiences, then you need only look at the Don't Starve line. Because this line of titles truly puts you in the thick of it and expects you to figure everything out for yourselves. In this case, you'll be a person who has been flung into another world, and now you have to survive by using the environments and its inhabitants to its fullest. You will get no help from the game, no tips on how to make it through. You'll just need to figure it out on your own if you hope to get back home. Which is anything but a guarantee in this title. Much like Don't Starve, The Long Dark is all about harsh, relentless winters, except where Don't Starve eventually rolls back around to spring. The Long Dark is set in a permanently wintry Canadian wilderness where things never get warmer. In the story mode, you'll be trying to find your missing fellow traveler, Astrid, and unraveling the events that caused your plane to crash. If you play in survival mode instead, you're just trying not to get eaten by bears. The story hasn't finished either. The 5-episode season 1 has another episode due in 2021, and the final episode sometime after that. When a survival game tries to hit you on an emotional level, it's something special. Make no mistake, this War of Mine is a very special game. In it, you are in a city that is surrounded by war, and survival is your only goal. You and a few others are in a home that is in deep disrepair, and your supplies are limited. You must fix what you can, use what you have, then venture out into the city to try and get more to live. But as you do, you'll encounter more and more people. Your choices on what to do and how to handle people will affect your survival. Every day will be a struggle, so the question is, how many days can you last?